Hello everybody, I'm Kevbotomy and welcome to another Minecraft or Redstone video. Today we'll be looking at something pretty awesome, and that is this 96 module melon, pumpkin, and sugarcane farm. Now there are 32 modules of each type of crop, and if we go turn this on here, you'll see that in about 20 seconds, it'll start producing some really impressive drop rates. And like you can see, you can turn it on and off at will. The clock takes about 20 seconds to go through a cycle, and you should see right away here that all the pistons extend. Yes, just like that. No, that was not scripted. But yeah, so you can see the items will start flowing through, and this is not with it sitting here resting very long. I just failed a recording of this, emptied all the items out, and really quickly got back to it, and already it's starting an impressive number of drops. And it's worth noting that this is a pretty trash storage system. It's not going to sort your items or even store them very consistently, but it's there, and I can use it to kind of show how many items are actually flowing in there. Alright, so I've been AFK for about 5 minutes, and as you can see, we have quite a lot of drops. We have about 38 pumpkins, we have over 2 stacks of melons, and for some odd reason, very little sugarcane. Now, it seems from my testing that it just kind of takes a while to start up, but there also might be a bit of an issue with it being this far away, and the tick speed required to calculate the growth of all of the plants. So, yeah, building this thing a little big like this might be a problem, but as you can see, I'm still getting good amount of drops, still getting some sugarcane, and lots of pumpkins and melons. Now I'm gonna AFK here for a little bit longer and see if the sugarcane actually picks up, then I'll get back to you. So, a little over 10 minutes later, and we take a look, and yeah, we have lots of sugarcane flowing in, so it does take a minute to get going, but as you can see, we've got lots coming down the water stream there. So, the farm does work dandily. So the entire farm runs off a single redstone clock located here underneath the build. Now, for different module positions, you might change the location of this clock, and its design sends out approximately a 20-second pulse. So every 20 seconds it sends a pulse. And unlike a hopper clock, this doesn't break when you load and unload the chunks. Just because of the way it's set up, there's always something that's on, something that's off for the clock to self-trigger. So that's always a benefit. Now, I won't be doing a tutorial on the whole giant auto melon because it really is just a bunch of small farms stacked together. Now, with that said, I will be going through both kinds of modules and showing you how to use them. Now, for demonstration purposes, I have built both of these in cross sections, and I have actually used the barrier block to show where the water is without it spilling over. So, with that, we will get on to explaining how each of these work. So guys, as you can see, we are starting with the pumpkin and melon, and they are actually exactly the same. So you want to start with your block supporting the water right on the bottom, water on top of it with the source down at the far end. Now, the blocks underneath it, right behind the water source block, you want compressed ice. And that's just because if you have any modules hooked up behind it, the items will flow from the water and nicely over the ice into the next water stream so they don't get stuck. Then this half slab acts, as a block. It's there, but it doesn't stop the items from going through, and then we don't get any items losing momentum if they fall down there. Now, next we have the dirt. This is obviously needed to grow the plants, and then we have the plants right on top of them. You have this line of pistons, and anywhere where there's not a piston, so wherever there is a plant, there is a block. Now, right above the plants, you want a light source, and then a decorative block right above where the pumpkins or melons are growing. And then as long as you're making it taller, you want a row of fences right along that. And that's going to hold up the water on the next layer, which will keep the soil nice and moist. Now you'll notice that the sugarcane module is a bit taller than the pumpkin melon one. So if you take a look at the wall behind the sugarcane, right up and beside the dirt, you see that it's all decoration block. And right above those are pistons facing the sugarcane. Now that's just how sugarcane grows. It grows straight up. So the pistons push the top level of sugarcane without disturbing the bottom, so it can continue to grow. Now we use the same trick with the signs and the water to keep it flowing in the same direction. And it also is modular, and you can connect more with this compressed ice. Overall, pretty neat, and if you haven't caught on already, you obviously have to flip this, so you would make 2 of these. You would get rid of the barrier blocks, and then the water on both halves would just flow nicely down. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and leave a comment. And if you really liked it, make sure to subscribe. I could definitely use some support and growth. But yeah, I hope to see you soon with another video. And I really genuinely hope you enjoyed this one. It took me a little while to put all of this together. And yeah, catch you later. I'm out.